Good morning, children. Welcome to the next series of grammar. Today we are going to learn about voice. We will learn three things here: what exactly are active and passive, basic structure of them, and when to use each of them. In the next video, we will learn how to convert an active voice into passive voice in detail. So, this video is going to be a basic building block for active passive voice. Please watch it till the end, and if required then repeat it, as it is very important topic of grammar. What is an active voice? Active voice when subject performs the action and object receives the action. For example, I love cookies. I is the subject and love is the action, and who or what is at the receiving end is cookies, so it will be the object. Structure for this kind of the sentences will be subject plus verb plus object. Remember this structure properly. Now let's look into the passive voice. Passive voice is used to show the interest in person or object which experiences an action rather than the person who is performing it. Note that order of structure is reverse here. That is object plus action plus subject. What does that mean? Let's see the same example. We have the same sentence we looked previously. I love cookies. Here, the subject I is doing action and sentence structure is subject plus verb plus object. But in passive sentence, the object takes place of the subject and the subject takes place of the object with the word by added to it, and structure will be object plus third form of the verb plus by and subject. If I convert the sentence I have just discussed, it would be cookies are loved by me. Here, cookies is the object, love is the third form, and by me is subject. Cookies are receiving the action of love by me. Now I think that you are clear with the difference and general sentence structure of active and passive voice. Please note that both the sentences I love cookies and cookies are loved by me are same in meaning. You might be thinking that both the sentences are identical in the meaning, then which one to use? We generally use the active voice only. Then your next question would be that when to use passive voice and what is the need of it. There are two main cases when we have to use passive voice. When we don't know the subject at all. For example, Steve's wallet was stolen. Here wallet is object and it was stolen, but we don't know by whom it was stolen. Means we don't know the subject here. So we have used passive voice. Here we are again unaware of the subject. Now let's look into the next case. The another example is all the cookies have been eaten. Again, we don't know by whom the cookies have been eaten. So, The first case where we have to use passive voice is when we don't know the subject at all. Now let's look into the next case when we can use it. When we want to give more importance to the action rather than the subject who performed it. For example, road is being repaired. The food was cooked nicely. In the above examples, we are giving more importance to the work and least concern about the person who is repairing it or who is cooking it. So we are giving more importance to the action. Children, let's revise the things what we have learned today. First, active voice, subject, action, then object, means subject plus verb plus object. Then passive voice. The structure is object plus action plus subject. The order of the structure is reverse here. Object plus third form of verb plus by plus subject. The next thing we learn that where to use active voice. The use of active voice based on the modification of tenses. The next thing, where to use passive voice. First one, when we don't know the subject, and the second one, when we want to focus on the action rather than who did it. Students, about the rules of conversion of active into passive, we will learn in the next video. Till then, revise the things, keep learning, keep growing.